This is Slasher at the MLG New York Winter Arena, and I'm here with Socke of Team Alternate. Can you give a brief background of who you are, your name, your age, where you're from, and how long you've been playing StarCraft?
Okay, hi, I'm Giacomo. I'm from Germany. I've been playing StarCraft 2 competitively for, I don't know, it's been about 2 years now. And I played StarCraft 1 for like 5 or 6 years, up till 2005 roundabout.
How long have you been playing competitively, gaming in general?
I think overall it's been, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, even though StarCraft 1, it wasn't that big. I mean, it was competition, but yeah, there just wasn't as much money or interest in general behind it.
So you played your first round matchup already. You won 2-0 over Doro. Can you go through the match?
Yeah, I was very worried that he was gonna proxygate or can rush me, because that's what I've seen him, some VDs of him, and also people told me that he's very cheesy. So I was very careful not dying to that, but he didn't play that way. First game, I did like a 2-gate stalker pressure build I got from Naniwa, so I roughed very early with 5 stalkers at his base, and he just died to it. Apparently he went 1-gate Stargate and like missed Miracle and got one shot on his own stalker, so he just died to the early pressure. Second game, we both went Blink and then Expansion, added up Colossus afterwards. Nothing happened before that. So we both took a third pretty early, both got Colossus out. And then I saw that he was adding in double Stargate Void Race to his one Robo plus Gateway mix. So I just got 2-0 upgrades for my ground, cancelled my second Robo, and just went one Robo Colossus, added some Markins and charge dots, and hit a nice timing on Daybreak, because I felt like that if I let him get to 200 with Void Ray Colossus, then I can't beat that anymore. So, but there's the timing, because the Void Rays are, even though they're more supply efficient, they're not as cost efficient. So I had a nice timing with my Stalker Colossus Arcanami and killed him.
The next round, you're going to be playing Huck, which is a very big match for you. A win here will, get you into the next round, but also be a pretty big statement on this tournament. What are your expectations going in?
I think it was pretty even. Huck and me have a pretty long history for StarCraft 2 as far as tournaments go. I think we played at like 4 or 5 Magi events. I used to knock him out of tournaments like a while ago a lot, but the last series he won, I think that was at DreamHack, the one he went on to win. So yeah, I'm hoping to get revenge for that last one, and I think the chances are pretty even.
A lot of the Protoss players that I've spoken to today have been kind of split between the PvP matchup. Half of them have said it's kind of a coin flip, anything can happen, and the other half has said that it's not that way, and that you can have a defined winner. How do you feel about the matchup?
I think in most of the cases, it's not about coin flipping. It can happen, but it's not that common. But the thing I like about PvP is that it's very easy to make this minor mistake and lose the game instantly. In the other matchups, usually there's room, like if you make a small mistake, you can do something great and then you're back in the game. But in PvP, there's hardly any margin for error, so I don't like that matchup too much, and usually it doesn't get to late game, so yeah, I don't know.
So you feel like that aspect hurts you more than it might help you?
Yeah, I think late game and army movement and macro is my strength, and I usually aim for that. I mean, I can do good timings, but I feel more comfortable the longer the games go, and yeah, I don't like PvP.
What are your chances that you give yourself to beating Huck?
Like 50-50.
So kind of like a coin flip.
I don't know, if I play very well, the chances are higher. If I screw up, then it's like 0%, so it's not a coin flip, it's about if I play well. If I play well, and he plays well, we can both win, but it's more likely that one of us is going to screw up and lose because of that.
What are your expectations for the tournament overall coming in?
The lineup is pretty scary, because we've got lots of Koreans coming here. My small 4-player grid, which I'm in, is very easy compared to some of the others. So I was kind of happy about that, and I think my chances to get into the third round of winner bracket were pretty high. That's what I thought before. Other than that, there's lots of scary greens, as I said, and if you hit one of them, you gotta have like a very good day and maybe even some luck to beat them. So I wasn't really aiming for top 4 or anything. Top 8 would be great. Top 16 would make me satisfied. And Yeah, if I was to lose to Huck, I mean, it's no shame, you know?
So at the ending of 2011, the Koreans, after that month of October making me lose my hair, which I'll ask you at the very end, they showed their dominance again and have not lost a tournament since then with foreigners in it. So do you feel like the foreigners are once again the big underdogs?
I think they always, I think it never stopped being that way. I mean, there was the DreamHack with Chuck won, but he didn't have to play any of the top name Koreans to win it. One of the best Koreans. About Stefano, I think Stefano right now is kind of special. I think he's the best foreigner, and he's up there with the very best Koreans. But aside from that, yeah, there's just so many more very good players compared to North Korea that yeah, the Koreans are just likely to win an event if they attend an event in the number that they do here.
So you've been coming to the MLG's events since the first ones back in 2010. Yeah. So you've been able to see the progression that the events have gotten, how big they've gotten. Now with the Winter Arena, it's a new kind of thing that they've been doing inside of a studio, a lot like the GSL events over in Korea. How would you compare these events in the studios to the big, larger events in the convention centers?
You mean this event here?
Yeah.
It's much more comfortable at large convention centers, or at least at the MLGs. There's been some. I don't know. It's always hard, like getting to the bathroom and getting there, and then there's lots of fans, and everything is so crowded always. So it gets tiring to stay there for like 10 or 15 hours. Also, you have to play much more games a day. Have to be at the event for a much longer time. So this atmosphere is more relaxing, and I think it also helps the level of the games.
Is it better for you to have the fans here, or is it easier for you to concentrate on your matches without them?
In the matches themselves, it doesn't really make any difference for me, I feel. It's just that the environment is more relaxed with having less people around outside of the games.
And before I let you go, this is my first time, I think, seeing you since my hair has been chopped off. So how does it feel seeing me? I mean, we're metal brothers for life, but I have been purged, and it is no longer there. So do you feel like you've lost a brother?
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed?
Yeah.
I am too. All right. Thank you, Socke, and good luck in the tournament.
Yeah, thanks. See you around.